record. Okay, perfect. And then I'll do live on Facebook. And then I'm going to live stream it from our group, but I'll record it so you guys can also put it in your own private group or in ISA support. This way we'll have it for everyone.
Okay.
So share on a group. New life, new me. I kind of like doing it this way because I feel like more people tune in.
I think so.
I think you're right.
It takes less effort.
Much less effort, and I feel that for some people, like the Zoom is a little bit intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, so let me just make sure that we're on.
Effort.
Much less effort, and I feel that for there I am. People, like the Zoom is a little bit intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we are officially live. I'm gonna make sure if you guys can see us. Comment below, give a shout, give an emoji, make sure that you can see us. I know there's a few minutes, actually a few seconds of a delay, but I just want to make sure that we're on live and clear. So just give us a shout if you're watching, comment below, see us, and we'll get going. Awesome. So welcome everyone to our Sunday night systems call. Each week we discuss a different system, and I'll show you the website where to find it. And it's a very simple six-step system, right? How to coach someone, how to walk them through the back office, how to post on Facebook. Really just the system makes it simple and effective and fun and duplicatable. And what I love about this, and you guys can, agree with me or disagree, but I love that I don't have to make stuff up, and I can just come in and you can tell me, okay, you need to do 1 through 6, and that's all it's going to take. And it just takes a lot of pressure off of me. What do you guys think about that?
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, it's like having instructions all written out for you on how to do this. So
yeah,
it's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. Having the guidelines in the system to follow. So I would love to introduce Alina Russell and Vanessa Legekis Jaramovich. You're both Legekis just because I can't really pronounce it. But thank you so much for being on the call. You guys are amazing. You both recently rank advanced. You guys have been crushing it. And you're only here a short time. How long are you guys doing this? Vanessa, how long are you doing this?
I'm reaching the business part probably about 3.5 years, but I started with Isagenix 4 years ago.
Awesome. And how about you, Alina?
I started with Isagenix almost 3 years ago.
Awesome. And for everyone who doesn't know you guys, would you be open just to sharing your quick 30-second story before we get started with System 4, just so everyone can feel comfortable with you guys?
Sure.
Okay, take it away, Vanessa.
All right. Well, before Isagenix, I was tired, like most moms. I have 3 kids, exhausted, just unhappy with myself. And lo and behold, I saw a wonderful Facebook post that my friend had posted, Ed Golden, and just raving about how great he felt. And being in the position I was in, I really wanted what he had. So I started ISA and started to feel amazing energy within 3 days, and ended up losing over 40 pounds, started running, started feeling amazing, started cooking amazing foods. And now I show other moms, because I was so inspired by everything that I learned, I show other moms, I show other families how to do the same and change their lives through nutrition. And I just present them to this beautiful company and what it's done for me. And now, it's just changed our lives financially as well as health-wise. It's changed everything. And then I, introduced it to my sister, and she can tell you the rest from there.
Well, I just want to let everyone know, and let me just say hello to Anna and Michelle and Liz G and Carol, Sophia. Thank you guys for being on. Vanessa, sharing this was nowhere on your radar. I mean,
no.
Have a full-time job, you're a busy mom of 3 boys, you were not looking to make any kind of money from this. But I'd like everyone to know that you are a 3-star now, which means that you're officially in the 6-figure club. And that's a pretty darn big deal, especially for a wife, a mom of 3 boys. And I know that shared with us at the event how much that income has changed your life, not just physically, but financially. You moved into a new home. Bills have gone easier. The stressors of marriage have gone easier because, let's face it, when money is tight, everything is tight. And it's hard to be healthy when you're struggling with wealth.
Definitely. I mean, it's helped us tremendously. And I almost forgot to mention that I have decided, because I am doing so well with this and because I love it so much and it's taken over my life, I'm leaving my 9-to-5 job on May.
Can everyone give her some emojis? Can we see some hearts and some love for that?
So I can do this full time. And I finally made the decision. It was a scary decision, but I know it's the right one. I feel it deep in my heart that this is what I want to do. I have a passion for it. I absolutely love it. And it's changing lives. And I wake up every day very excited. So I'm super psyched to do this full time and be able to spend more time with my kids and pick them up from school and go on their field trips and so forth. And it's just so exciting. I can't even, words don't even describe.
Yeah, we celebrate you. We're so excited to watch this. And it really is inspiring for all of us to see, because anyone can make that decision. And whether you do this part-time or full-time, it's nice to have options. You now have choices in life. And I tell everyone, just because you share Isagenix doesn't mean that you have to quit your full-time gig. But when Isagenix starts paying you more than your full-time, it's nice to be able to have that option on the table, you know?
Definitely.
So I love it. Thank you. And what about you? Thank you. Thanks, Carol. Thanks, Sharona. Hi, Sharona. Hi, Ingrida.
Well, so like Vanessa said, she went first, and while she was doing the program, I personally was feeling tired, low on energy. I didn't really need to lose weight, but I just was really dragging and just not feeling that great. And I basically watched my sister for about a year using these products, and I had the misconception that this was just a weight loss program at first. But when I saw, how much energy she had and how much positivity she was bringing into her own life, that really motivated me to go ahead and give it a try. So, I just found that it really changed the way that I was feeling on a daily basis. I mean, I can't imagine going a day without using, some of the products, and it's just really made a huge difference. And I kind of followed in her footsteps, and she showed me how to share this right from the start. So I invited a few friends to join me right away. And, my first goal was just to, share with a few friends and maybe help get my products paid for, so I wouldn't have to pay for the products out of my own money. But it just kind of started snowballing. More and more people wanted to know what I was doing. I started getting more excited about sharing it. And, it's just built another stream of income that's really taken a lot of stress off of our lives. I have the type of job that sometimes my work is slow, and it's really nice that when my regular job is slow, I don't have to worry that I'm not making money. So that's been a really huge blessing that I never could have foreseen, when I decided to just do something to make myself feel better.
I love it. And you're both so passionate about it. And I think that's really the nice thing, is that you're sharing from the goodness of your heart. I remember Vanessa first set up a table, and she's going to talk to you guys about launch parties and events, but we set up a table at her Ukrainian fair, and it was so much fun. And it was really just sharing the passion with people. And that's all it's ever been. And, Alina, I don't know how to describe your job, but you work with older people in rehabilitation. So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm a home health physical therapist.
Home health physical therapist. Thank you. I didn't know how to title it, but you already have a heart of service. So for you to share Isagenix, something that gave you energy, faster running time, just really came naturally to you. So tonight, these ladies and I are gonna share with you how to quick start your business. And all of this is written out, so you can take some notes or you can refer to the website, but we are gonna show you everything. All three of us at different levels, started at different times for different goals. We all follow the same system to success. I'm going to share that with you guys. So if you will, and you guys watching, just let me know. Danielle, Nako, Michelle, let me know if you can see the screen because I want to make sure that everyone can see it. Okay, so here we go. Vanessa, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, fantastic. So here we're going to take you guys, and I'm going to do it right from the start so you can see exactly where I go, and you'll have to excuse me, that was my daughter's science homework before. But I go right here to 6 simple systems, and tonight, 1, 2, 3, 4, we are presenting system number 4. Thanks, Liz. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks, Anna. So here we go. Before you start, all we want you to do is listen to the quick start audio, right? If you're going to start a business in anything, you want to have a little preparation. So listen to the audio, and then we're going to go to step 1, and that's getting started. And in getting started, there's a couple simple steps. Number 1, you want to listen to the steps to build your business audio. And this is very important. This is from the number 4 income earner in our company. She's got about 15 plus millionaires on her team. So it's a 20-minute call while you're in your car. Just listen to this call. Then you want to set up your income goals. And this is something that you want to discuss with your coach. So if I were talking with, let's say, Michelle, and she's telling me that she really needs to make approximately an extra $1,200 a month. So we're going to talk about what that $1,200 a month is going to take. It's only 5 cycles a week. So you really want your client, or you per se, you want to print this out so you can really see that a couple cycles add up. Just 10 cycles a week is an extra $28,000 a year. Vanessa is in the higher brackets. So now she's got the option of whether she wants to quit her job or not. A lot of us are guys, when you can make as much as a heart surgeon, when you can make more than the president and the income is unlimited, it most certainly is worth it to take a look. But it's important to know where you want to go. And this is how it starts. This is you, and you're going to share with Vanessa, and you're going to share with Alina. And then you're going to teach Alina and Vanessa how to share with 2 people. 1 cycle is equated to $54. 1 cycle is $900. And last week we had a call, and Ellen described all these people that you won't even know as leaves in your tree, right? So let's say I sign up Vanessa, and then she finds 2 people, and then her people find 2 people. She found her mom. Her mom found 2 people. All this volume comes up to you, whether you know them or not. So that's definitely step 1, is discussing those income goals and understanding the tree. The second thing that I want to recommend to you guys is go pro. People are like, you're so good at presenting. You're so good at inviting people. I was not good. I read this very short book by Eric Worre, the gentleman that we got to see. Dahlia is asking what a cycle means. A cycle is 900 points in products. When you get 900 on 600 on one side and 300 on the other in points from the people underneath you, that is equated to a cycle. 1 cycle is $54. Okay, so if you want to do your business right, you really want to order this book. It is literally, it's free on audiobook. It's less than $10 on paperback. You want to have this because I did a lot of highlighting. This taught me how to invite. This taught me what the business was about. This was very, very important. And Dahlia, if you remind me after this call, I will send you a great video explaining our comp plan, my favorite, by Lynn Hagedorn. So step 3 is ordering the book. Step 4 is watching Kathy Coover's Fast Track to Executive. And you guys will want to watch this. First of all, they asked me to be on the video, which is hysterical. So just tune in and watch it. But essentially, it gives you the tracks to run on. It's a short 14-minute video by our founder, Kathy Coover.
Reach for direct.
That literally explains step by step how to go and how to grow. And you guys definitely want to do this. This video is very informative. This will teach you what a cycle is. this will really help you kind of get into the groove of things. And it really just gives short, simple explanation. Oh, there I am. I told you I wasn't lying.
Cycle bonus. This is something that I implement.
Well, here we go. We talk about the 5. Is that hysterical? You don't know how many retakes.
Explosive growth.
So definitely watch this, because it really teaches you how to rank to executive. And our founder, Kathy Coover, is the one behind it, and she's just a genius. And then you want to plug into our weekly calls, which Alina is going to talk more about. So Vanessa, you're up next.
Okay, I'm going to go over making your list. And this is actually a really key component when you're getting started, because all I've heard from the beginning since I started this is it's not who you know, it's who you're going to meet. So a lot of people will come to me and they'll say, well, I don't really have that many friends. I don't know that many people. This first point where it says print out the memory jogger is really going to be beneficial to you in starting your list. And so you want to just start with people that you know, your mom, your best friend, your coworkers, whatever, people that you come in contact with daily. And it notes at the top that people will sign up or do business with people that they know, like, and trust. So you want to write down all those people that know, like, and trust you already. That's kind of like your warm market. So you want to at least put 20 names down, and you want to do this within probably about the first 24 to 48 hours of starting. Just sit in kind of a corner, sit and think for a little bit, sit by yourself where it's quiet, and just think of all the connections you have on a day-to-day basis. Also like going to the hairdresser, you go to the doctor, you're going to the gym, the people you see there, daycare, when you're dropping off your kids or taking your kids to school, the spa, the bank, all these people can go on your list, and your list is going to continuously grow. It's going to grow and it's going to keep changing, and you want to have this list handy. So these are the people that you're going to initially reach out to, and you want to get your coach in on this, your sponsor, your coach, or whoever you're working with, to do 3-way calls with you when you're first reaching out to your first 10 or 20 people. And, speak from the heart when you're reaching out to these people. Say, hey, listen, I'm starting this new nutrition program. I'm really excited about it. And I've seen so many testimonials where people are losing weight, they're getting more energy, they're changing their lives. And you came to mind, and I just want to tell you about it because I'm so excited about it. And just, say, hey, I'm just starting out. I don't really know that much about it. I'm going to bring my friend on the phone who's been doing this for a while. She's so awesome. You're going to love her, and she'll help answer some of your questions. What times are you available? And then get on the phone and have some 3-way chats with these people and start practicing and getting comfortable with kind of sharing the information. And like I said, this list is just going to keep growing. This is going to be key to your business, and as it's growing, your list is going to grow. And I have a million lists, and they're all over the place.
Yeah, well, I have a surprise for everyone who's on this call. So if you're on this call, you definitely want to comment below. I'm going to post the Eric Worre memory jogger, and it will help you come up with 500 names. So It is much more concise than this one. So if you're on this call tonight, you're in for a big treat. Mm-hmm. So thank you. The importance of making your list. I mean, most of the 7-figure income earners have a big list, and there are people that they have met throughout. And I'll give you an example. Sophia Valares really only had maybe 200 friends on Facebook when she started. And now she's almost maxed out, because what Vanessa said is key. It's not who you know, it's who you're going to meet, right? Because once you put the products in your body, your antennas are up. You're listening. Somebody online drinking a Diet Coke at Stop and Shop, you're now listening for people that you can help. And that's what this is about. The more people that you can help, the more successful you will be. And I hate to say this, but Vanessa, Alina, you guys are lucky because friends and family are usually the last to come on board.
Mhm.
And I know Alina had some reservations, so I know how wonderful you feel, Vanessa, having your mom and your sister on board. So
Absolutely.
I'm going to pass it over to Alina, who's going to talk a little bit about developing that 30-second story, because when you meet someone and you talk to them, you want to know what to say.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and a big mistake that some people make in the beginning is they feel like they have to tell people everything. So they feel like they have to tell people every single little detail. And sometimes we scare people away by saying too much. So sometimes less is more. And having a 30-second story to really get to the heart of, what got you to start Isagenix, why did you start it, how did you start it, and how you're feeling now as a result is really important. So, there's just a basic template that you can see here for developing your 30-second story, the A, B, C, D, kind of in the middle there. And, it's, you really don't want it to be more than 30 seconds. So, before Isagenix, I was feeling, and you're going to fill in the blank. So it's going to be different for everyone. For some people, it might be, I was feeling overweight, unhappy with my body, negative self-image. Maybe for somebody else's, I was feeling tired, exhausted, couldn't get through the day without coffee. Whatever it is, you fill in that blank. The second part is, who introduced you to Isagenix? It's really important to let people know that you didn't just find this somewhere on the internet. Someone that you trusted introduced this to you and helped you. And so I was introduced to Isagenix by my sister Vanessa, who I watched for a whole year, and I watched her go from, a tired, exhausted mom to, positive and happy in her body. Who was it that introduced you and inspired you? And then the third part is, I've been using the products for how long? So, maybe you just started and you're saying, I've been using these products for 2 weeks and, I'm already feeling more energetic. I'm sleeping through the night and I can tell my clothes are already fitting a little more loosely. For me, it would be, I've been on the products for almost 3 years and I can't imagine going a day without, using the shakes and the ionics and all these, this wonderful nutrition that makes me feel so good. Whatever it is for you, but you want to keep it nice and short. You want to speak from the heart. We never claim that the products or the program treats or cures anything. You just want to really keep it simple, talk about how you're feeling. And then part of the 30-second story, this is what you're going to use when you're talking to people in person. But then, you're also going to want to try to reach more people on Facebook. And you can use that 30-second story to develop your first Facebook post. And it's really important to, kind of talk with your coach and make sure that you're posting correctly on Facebook, that you're, just, being sincere and from the heart. And, there are some compliance guidelines that you can follow. And I know Angela is going to talk a little bit more about how to use Facebook to, to share your story. But I think that 30-second story, it's always developing, it's always changing. As you progress further through Isagenix, your 30-second story is going to constantly be evolving. So it's important to practice.
Your 30-second story is definitely going to change so much. But it really is those basic key points. And the purpose of a 30-second story is really just because it's 95% of it is about them, right? This much is about you. So we kind of share our story and then we ask questions, how we can help someone. So some of the questions that you might ask is, what are your health goals? What are you looking to achieve? Let me see if I can help you. How long have you felt this way? Well, what sort of things have you tried? What is your water intake? How much coffee are you drinking? What does your daily routine look like? Are you getting in activities? How long have you been feeling this way? And it really is about getting deep to the core of someone's problem, right? Because we're not here to push people. We're here to educate. And that's it, and let them decide. So sharing that 30-second story gives us a great I guess, baseline to go through. And depending on who we talk to, you might share your 30-second energy story. You might share your 30-second weight loss story. If someone is coming to me for the money, I'm going to share my 30-second business story. Because I started with my mom and my husband and a $212 check. And that's what got me excited. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about Facebook. And if you're not a social media buff, don't worry, you don't have to be. So I'm going to do a little screen share and take you guys right here. So sharing your 30-second story, Alina did a great job, and you can find things about being compliant and examples. And I want to tell you about how I built. I built on Facebook. And if you want to know a little bit more about how to build on Facebook, you listen to this audio, you listen to this training, and then of course you learn System 5, which we'll be presenting next Sunday. But here's how I built on Facebook. My coach said to me, you need to make a list of 50 people. And I said, oh my God, I don't know 50 people. So I used a memory jogger, exactly like Vanessa said. And I started just going through my Facebook and kind of putting names down and thinking, who do I know? Who do I know? And then as I put more names down, and then, you know what? I thought, like, I have 300 friends on Facebook. I literally inboxed every single person a message. And I just thought, you know what? If I can help somebody, great. And if I can't, that's okay too. Maybe they'll refer me. And my first message, my first inbox to everyone was, oh my God, I'm so excited. I just lost 11 pounds and 19 inches. I feel like $1,000,000. If you know anyone who's looking to lose weight, get healthy, improve their energy, get better sleep, please let me know. I didn't know what I was doing. I was so excited. I was so passionate. They call it ignorance on fire, and boy, was I that. I was just, for the first time in my life, a program worked for me so well that I wanted to tell everyone. I didn't care if I did it right or wrong. So I think number one is really just putting yourself out there, letting go of the fear, the shame, the doubt, because the worst thing that somebody will say to you is it's not for me. Or maybe they'll ask you a question that you won't know the answer to. And there's no fear or harm in saying, you know what, Vanessa, that's a great question. Let me ask my coach, or let me call the company and I'll get back to you. People were asking me all sorts of things. Is it safe for diabetics? Can my grandmother use this? I have a thyroid issue. I had no idea, but I wanted to help everyone. My first post on Facebook was really for me. I didn't do this for business. I posted on Facebook because I didn't want to fail again, like I have failed on so many other programs. And my first post was just asking for support. Hey guys, I just ordered my nutritional cleansing program. I am so excited. My friend Jen lost 9 pounds, and I hope and pray I have the same results. And what that did was people were watching, right? People root for the underdog. They want you to succeed. And I just was honest and posting about my journey. Week 1, I said, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm down 7 pounds. Week 3, I said, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm 2 sizes smaller and I'm out of double-digit pants. I mean, that's a big deal. Week 4, I said, I'm celebrating. I'm ordering pizza and I don't even want it. You have to be honest and you have to be vulnerable, and don't be somebody that you're not. Just showcase what you're going through. I had a beautiful woman who posted that her whole life she struggled with a thyroid issue. And for the first time in her life, she was able to release 20 pounds. And you can't believe that because of her honesty and her vulnerability, how many more people said, wow, what are you doing? I desperately need this. All you're doing is trying to inspire people. So we have a beautiful Facebook system: Motivational Monday, Transformation Tuesdays and Thursdays, Wellness Wednesdays, Tasty Thursdays or Transformation Thursdays, and then Freedom Fridays. What has this industry done for you? So we all follow this system, and I'll tell you guys a little secret what I did in the beginning. I went to ISA FYI /recognition, and I followed the top 50 income earners. I didn't friend them. I was too embarrassed. but I followed them because I wanted to see what they were doing. If I were you and you are brand new on this team, I would follow some of the senior members like Ed, Alina, Vanessa, some people who are great posters, Sophia Valares, Vicky Brunetti, Ellen Brenzel. Follow the coaches on our team who are utilizing this system. And what I tell you is this, long before I had my own voice, I copied other people. My friends didn't know, but it taught me how to grow into me. Right? Initially, it's a little odd, it's a little strange, but I kept thinking, who can I help? So we've got an awesome Facebook system. Don't be embarrassed to follow. You don't have to friend. Follow the successful people who have gone before you and use their voice. So that's a little bit about Facebook posting. Be honest. Don't use the word Isagenix. Create curiosity. And when somebody comments, what are you doing? Simply reply, I'll inbox you. When you reply, just say, you know what, I'm brand new. Let me get my coach Alina on the phone. She can explain it much better than me. And that's what you'll learn in the GoPro book. You'll learn how to take it offline and on the phone, right? Because you can't hear passion via Facebook Messenger. So I've got, I hope that was helpful. I've got Vanessa up next. And Vanessa, you are doing launch parties. Maybe Facebook isn't your thing. Maybe you don't even have a Facebook account. So let's talk launch.
Okay, launch parties. So launch parties is just a way to kind of do more belly-to-belly action and get talking to people one-on-one or in smaller groups, inviting them to your house and having little gatherings and just having fun with it. But you want to definitely have some kind of plan. Follow the launch party guide. It's very easy to follow. It's very simple. You want to have maybe a couple of your friends join you that have been having success on Isagenix so that they can share their stories as well. And basically, you're just going to share your story, your experience, maybe have, obviously some kind of product display, have some samples of the products out so people can try them, show them a video, maybe Are You Toxic or Why Isagenix. You can get all of these movies on isamovie.com. And these are short videos. They're like 6-7 minutes. And you want to keep your launch party, short and engaging so it doesn't take forever so people don't feel like they're trapped. You want to have a comfortable, environment and make it fun, make it easygoing. And, I went to one a few weeks ago that one of my girls had at her house, and it was really nice. And she invited everyone to have their kids over. So all the kids went downstairs and played, and we had a little gathering in the kitchen, and she had awesome snacks and she had an awesome display, and we all, laughed. And some people that didn't want to share their stories at first got comfortable and shared their stories and, kind of busted out of their shell a bit. And I left there feeling so good that, even if these women weren't ready to start, at least they had good information and that they would remember this launch party and they would remember the products and remember our passion and our stories and how it had changed our lives. So I really think the launch party is very effective. Another thing is having tables at different functions, at school functions or gyms, or for instance, I just had a table at a holiday bazaar at our local Ukrainian center. And I've been doing this now for a few years. And I literally just set up, a product display. I have a poster that I bought from isatools.com that's very effective. It's a huge poster that I put on the table. It says, Are You Toxic? And that I feel was a huge, it really, people would walk by and look at it. And that was one thing that people would ask me about, because it said in big letters, Are you toxic? And it gets people thinking. And so it's just another way to kind of talk to people and share your information, most likely more than likely they're not going to be signing up on the spot, but again, it's a way to share your information and make connections so that, you know, you can connect on Facebook or get the email so that in the future you can stay connected, and when they're ready, they'll know who to come to. And I think, is that about it? What else? Did I cover it all?
Yeah, that's definitely it. What kind of snacks would you recommend if somebody wants to invite people over and set up a table? What do you recommend? Because some people do shakes, some people don't. What do you think goes over very well?
I think the bars always go really well. I'll cut them up in like little small bite-sized pieces, and also I'll do like the Amped Hydrate, the orange hydrate. I usually put that out. And I always tell people it's the healthy form of Gatorade. Oh, there's me this past weekend. And that's my friend Rasa, who came and joined me, and she just started 2 months ago. She wanted to see how to do a table. And there's Lena and her family. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, so I just put out the bars. I put out maybe some fiber snacks. Some people like to do the Ice of Delights. I went to a home party where she actually did do a few of the shakes and had people try the shakes. But I think those are the most effective and easy to eat, and most, you know, on the first try, people tend to really like those items.
Can you talk a little bit about the Facebook event and how to get the word out to that? And in hbteam.co, there is actually a flyer that you can use in Microsoft Documents, so you can actually hand flyers out locally. But for most of us, the best way to communicate is via Facebook. So a lot of people do like an event. And
right.
Trying to get people to confirm, and then you reach out to them and you just want to confirm again. Talk a little bit about a Facebook event when planning a party.
Right. So it's really easy on Facebook. You can set up an event and invite people to that event and make a little description what your event is going to be about, and maybe who's going to be there and what kinds of things you're going to talk about. And then you can invite as many people as you want. And then what I would do is personally then message them on the side and say, hey, I just sent you an invite to my event, blah, blah, blah. So you're not just putting them into the event and not saying anything, but personally send them a message too. And then, of course, confirm, a day or two before the event that they are, in fact, coming. And I would even put in little bits of information closer you get to the event to kind of get people excited and engaged about it. And and that way you can list the time, and it'll send them a reminder closer to the event, so it's less work for you to try to remember, to send that reminder out. It'll do all that for you.
Yeah, and it literally just took me 10 seconds to create an event.
Mm-hmm.
So you just go to the event page, and then, so I thought that was very helpful. You play a couple videos, one from isamovie.com.
Mm-hmm.
They have Today is the Day. They have Are You Toxic? But I think the most important piece of information, if you're doing the vendor fair, is that contact list. Do you remember what we did? Because we had like a contact list, and no one was signing it, right? Because everybody wanted to be the first. So I said, Vanessa, let's me, you, and Ed put our names down and our phone numbers, just so people would know it was safe. And as soon as we put our numbers, they saw 3 on the page. They all started saying.
Right. And I still do that.
Yeah. It's a little tip, because psychologically nobody wants to be the first to go. But if you just write your name, your number, and your email, they might not sign up then and there. But if you're running an event, it's important to get everyone's contact information. You can friend them on Facebook. You can send them promotions, anything that's going on.
Right. Exactly. And I like to actually, what I've been doing is right when I'm talking to people there, right away, I ask them, hey, are you on Facebook? And if they say yes, I pretty much hand them my phone and I say, can you find yourself? They'll find themselves. And I say, can you send me a friend request? And they'll send me one, and we'll connect right away, and then I can add them to my informational group so they can see more of the lifestyle and the before and afters, and how we follow our program and our system.
I love it. And they can like creep and watch you because
Exactly.
people want to take a look and make sure that you're the real deal, right? Not everybody's
Right.
admit to the first conversation.
Mhm.
And you know what, guys? If you're talking to people and they say no, please don't be discouraged. It took most of us months. Alina was watching Ed for months. Vanessa was watching Ed for months. Alina was watching her own sister for a year. You know, sometimes it takes somebody at least 4 to 6 contacts, so at least a few months. So if someone says no, please don't take it personally and don't give up on them. You know, we're not here for the instant gratification. We're not here for the instant yes. We're here to follow up and make sure that they really do get to live their best, healthiest lifestyle. So Alina is gonna, I don't think you need the screen share for that, right? Alina's gonna give you guys some resources and some things to go to in case your coach is not around or you wanna do some more learning, things like that.
So, you know, obviously the first place to go is what Angela already showed us, you know, going to hbteam.co and making sure that you're familiar with the 6 simple systems. And the cool thing is that we go over one system every week on our Sunday night systems calls. So we just started following the format that we're following today, going live on Facebook, which is, I think, a really great way of doing it. We used to do it as just a regular phone call, you know, on the phone, but this is really great being able to share the screen and actually show people, you know, what to do. So definitely tune in on Sunday nights at 9 o'clock. We're always going to be here. We're always going to have different people, different coaches and leaders sharing information and teaching these systems. And it's going to be one system a week. So every 6 weeks, it starts over at system 1. Another really great place to learn a lot about Isagenix, whether you want to learn more about the products or you want to learn more about the business, is to go to isagenixpodcast.com. The company puts out amazing podcasts. They're usually interviews with, you know, different people, interviews with millionaires, interviews with nutritionists, scientists, formulators, you know, it kind of runs the gamut. So those are really wonderful. That's one resource for podcasts. Another place where I like to get podcasts is Podomatic.com, or just Podomatic. There's an app called Podomatic, and I subscribe to different podcasts from different teams in Isagenix. So one of my favorite one to subscribe to is called Team Success, and that's Susan Sly's podcast. So I listen to those a lot. I listen to them in the car when I'm driving to work. I listen to them when I go running. It's really inspiring just to turn one on, you know, put your earbuds in and just kind of listen. We also, you know, weekly, typically Angela does like to have a special guest on, usually a millionaire or someone who's doing really well with the business. And those are always posted in our groups. So just always, you know, always be in tune, you know, check the groups to see, you know, what calls might be coming up and what you can plug into. And all of our team calls are recorded, and they're uploaded onto a YouTube channel, which Angela is showing you right here. So you can always go back and catch up on anything if you've missed it, or if you just want to, if you're new and you haven't listened to anything, you can go back and, you know, pretty much look at anything we've done in the past. And then, you know, there are some other, you know, great calls from Isagenix leaders. I know Susan Sly has a Monday night call, and then Jeffrey Combs has a Tuesday night call. And so there's lots of different people you can listen to. There's no shortage of people that you can learn from. So.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. So there's a ton of websites, like Alina mentioned. I believe that a lot of them are in the group. I think the podcasts are the most valuable for learning. So just to give a very quick recap, when you're sharing, you don't have to be an expert. Please don't feel that you have to know every ingredient to every product. That's not why people come. People sign up with you because they know you, they love you, they trust you, and you've spent the time following up with them. So just to touch base, number one, talk to your coach and set up your goals. know where you want to go. Make sure you watch that comp plan video and the fast track to executive. The importance of making your list, like Vanessa talked about, having that list is everything. And I'm going to put a special list in the group. You want to develop your 30-second story, and you can get help doing that on isogenicsbusiness.com or on hbteam.co. But Alina painted it perfectly. How you got started, how you felt beforehand, who you heard about it from, what your results were, and what your mission is now. Keeping your 30-second story just that, and really making it about the person who you're trying to help. Learning our Facebook system, because if you're someone who's never posted before, you don't want to post every other post Isagenix, right? It's 10 posts are about you, your life, your family. 4 posts are somewhat ISA related, and then 1 will be that power post. And you can definitely learn more about how to post properly and effectively on HB Team. Having a launch party, I mean, Vanessa is like the launch party expert. Ask her if you have any questions. I stink at those. But here's the beauty of this. You don't have to be great at everything, right? Maybe someone's good at Facebook. Someone does better inviting guests to their home. There's no right or wrong way sharing your story. And the best part is, like Alina mentioned, our company has spent millions of dollars into these resources. ISA Movie, IsagenixHealth.net, Isagenix Podcast. This mission is about, you've got to learn. Your first year, you are awful. I will make no qualms. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Our first year, we were terrible. But I see how much we've all grown doing this. And it's practice. It's trial and error. There have been times where I've had to go back and apologize to someone and say, I must have been the crappiest coach, but I've gotten much better if you're willing to give it another try. And, it's a work in progress, but what I've always felt from the very start, and, I'll pass it to the girls to close out, but if you're coming from a place of service, and if you genuinely want to help someone, you cannot say the wrong thing to the right person. And sometimes you can't say the right things to the wrong person. If someone is not open, they're simply not open. Don't let that be a reflection of you. You just keep sharing, keep helping, and really keep helping people, because emotionally, it's very gratifying. Financially, it's changed our lives, all 3 of us, and so many on the team. So, Vanessa, last words?
I just wanted to say, so yesterday I was doing this table at this event, and they usually they have Saturday school there. They have Ukrainian school on Saturday. So and they closed the school because of the snow. So a lot of people didn't come to the event. But I remember one woman came up to me and she said, you're doing such a good thing. It's so good that you have this information here, and good luck to you. And she was just so nice, because there were a lot of people that passed by that kind of gave me, like, what are you doing here? Look, like, are you crazy? Like, I'm here to eat my pierogies and drink my beer, and you're here spreading your health and wealth, and and just her saying that made me feel it was worth my time to be standing there. She was like, you're doing a good thing. The information you have here is valuable, and you're going to be helping people. And I thanked her profusely. I was like, thank you so much. And then another woman came by and she goes, my mother uses this. It's changed her life. And I said, really? And she's like, yeah, she's here. And she brought her mom over, and her mom gave me a hug. Like, I've never met this woman, and she gave me a hug, and she was like, I feel fantastic. I love these products. I love that you're here. And it was such an awesome feeling. And and I do drag my feet before I do those events. I drag my feet. My husband's the one that's always like, you got to do it. You got to do it. And
yeah,
I go, and then these people come up to me, and I'm like, okay, it was worth it. This is why I do what I do.
Yeah. Awesome. It's definitely worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Every little bit of every time you step out of your comfort zone to help somebody else, it's worth it. And because you've done that so many times, how many people are in your downline now?
I have over 1,700 people in my downline.
Yeah, that's pretty cool for someone who never wanted anything to do with the business and is now going to be retiring from her job. So I think that's awesome.
Me too.
Alina, some last words, and happy birthday to your boy Lev.
Thank you.
Yeah, I actually have a quick story too about Facebook posting. You know, sometimes, you know, when I'm encouraging people to post on Facebook, they're a little nervous, or they don't, you know, they're scared of what other people might think or whatever. And I was at a neighborhood holiday party last night, and a woman who I had actually spoken to about Isagenix about a year ago, who never comments on anything that I post. She came up to me at the party and she said, "I love your Facebook posts." She said, I find your posts so inspiring. And she said, those transformations that you share are so amazing. And I really, really need to do something good for my health this year. And I really want to revisit our conversation. And it completely threw me off guard, because I had no idea she was paying attention or that she was still interested. And she just was so genuine about how my posting other people's stories is really helping to inspire her and hopefully make a change. So I found that to be really, really exciting. And that's why I keep posting, because you just never know who's watching and who might be ready, you know, at a particular time.
Yeah. And we don't just post our own stories, right? I like that we get to share other people's successes, because sometimes you might relate to someone who's overweight. Sometimes you might relate to someone who's stressed. Other times you might relate to someone who's low on energy or needs a better workout routine. So I love that we have so many systems. And when we post and we share the stories, we highlight a little bit of everything so that we can appeal to so many different people. Because maybe people on your page, they don't want to lose weight, but they desperately need some energy, right? We have moms who are exhausted this time of year. So keep that in mind. It's not just about big or small. This is about really helping improve people's health. So if you guys found value in this, can you give me some comments, some hearts, some shouts, just so we know that you guys are watching? And the girls did an absolutely amazing job. If you're watching and you have found some value, please comment below. I think we're still live. I hope we're still live. But thank you. Yes, they're watching. Okay, awesome. Thank you, guys. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you, girls, for stepping in, for hosting the call tonight. This was my favorite. And please share this with your team. Let them know there's nothing to be afraid of. Okay. Have an awesome week, everyone. Happy holidays. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.